Steel beam. AI8-KE. Containment procedure. Due to the item being completely immovable, a mini research station has been built around the item. Update, September 30th. After mixing the item with the newly discovered black rock, it has proven that it temporarily seizes the item's ability. The item has been transferred to the blank. Description/altered effect. A black metal steel beam, typically used for construction at the time of its discovery. The item has visible rusting on it. The item was made by Blank Industries. It weighs 251 pounds. The weight doesn't seem to contribute to its altered effect. The item is incapable of being moved. The reason for this is unknown. The item is incapable of being destroyed or melted by anything, no matter what is used on the item. Background. The item made rounds around a small town in Hungary. There was a challenge to make the item move, for 3,892,565.20 Hungarian forint, $10,000 in American money. The item was blown up. The item was dumped by molten lava. A crane attempted to move it, but it ended up damaging the crane cable. No one earned the money. The Bureau heard of the news after the town tried to go to an outside source. The Bureau intercepted this news and used a fraud campaign on the contest runners to make people of the town believe it was a lie. Update. Due to an incident in the Panopticon that caused the interview tapes with the contest runners to be destroyed, the Bureau went out seeking for any people who participated in the contest, or the contest runners themselves, for a reperformed interview, at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. Supplementary material. Following is an interview with the only living contest host, blank, conducted with Hungarian translator on April 8th, 2007, at his home, in the same town where the item was.
Do you remember that contest you did back in 1970, mister?
Blank. Translated from Hungarian.
Well, the contest where I went to jail for. I may be old now, but I remember running that contest. What do you remember from that contest? Well, let me think. I remember it was about this steel beam. We called it the immovable steel beam, or something like that. The name felt so silly to me. I remember so many people were interested and disinterested in that contest. We have it up 3,892,565.24 and on that challenge. Nobody succeeded at all. And then I was exposed for being a fraud and I got locked up for a bit. Do you remember before you started the contest? Oh, yes I do. I remember working for that construction business. They were building some kind of a 5-story building. It was going to be a big project for us. We were practically almost done with it. We came across that steel beam and then no one could have moved. It was the last steel beam left. I remember sitting on it. It wasn't in the stack with the others. It came to the site, but it wasn't put in the stack like I said. I remember sitting on it for my lunch break, and I got this weird feeling that I did something to it. Never sat down on it again. Do you remember anything else? I think that's about it, except some Americans didn't come around and made a mini building around. But I was being exposed as a fraud around that time, so I don't remember it too well.
End of relevant portion. Appendix. We believe blank was a suspected para-utilitarian that caused the effects of the steel beam to manifest, but due to his old age, which makes him now live in a nursing home, that theory hasn't been explored upon. The cause of the steel beam effects will remain unknown.